Jane Wood Worley Peak. Our mothers started corresponding with each other, writing to each other, and they agreed that Paul and I were very serious about each other, but I was 2 years older than he was. I would be graduating from college before he would, and they said, it probably won't last, but let them have their fun, let them have a good time while they're young and think they're in love. And when they separate, that's all right, they'll recover. We were married 70 years. I was on active duty with the Coast Guard for 30 years. And when I say 30 years, I mean last month it made 30 years, and he was out. There was no way he could extend that unless he made flag, which he didn't. He retired as a captain. He dearly loved the Coast Guard. He grew up wanting to go to West Point. He discovered that to go to West Point, you had to have a political appointment, and he did not. So when he found out that the admission to the Coast Guard Academy was by a competitive examination only, nothing to it, he took the exam. He was 7th or 8th when he entered the academy, and he was about the same place when he graduated 3 years later. He loved the Coast Guard, and for a kid who'd never seen a body of water bigger than the Mississippi River, that always surprised me. But he loved the ocean. He loved being at sea. And he'd be at sea for 2 or 3 months at a time. He loved it. He would start off as an ensign, be in charge of the commissary or something like that, the food. And he went on up, and he ended up as a captain of his own cutter in the Pacific. Some really quite amazing experiences there. Well, Paul, it didn't make a great deal of difference to him. He had told me when he asked me to marry him, said, please don't ever ask me to leave the Coast Guard. And I didn't. I knew he was going to stay in the Coast Guard right until he retired. And he did. And he had duty in the Atlantic and in the Pacific. He used to say he had duty in two oceans, 2 seas, the Mediterranean Sea and the Japanese Sea, and 2 gulfs, Gulf of Mexico and Gulf of Alaska. So he was pretty well everywhere. He loved all of it. He loved sea duty, he loved office duty. Whatever it was, he was very happy with it.